Yo, what's up, gamers? Just another quick, like, tier list video. Because they announced the Kana and the Hayato origin skills, right? They showed them off at MapleSea and at MapleFest. So I kind of just want to do, like, a tier list. Just to sort of show, like, what I think about the ones that we know. And just, like, my opinion, right? So I'm going to watch... if I edit this correctly, in the bottom right of the screen, they'll probably pop up, like, the origin of the class that I'm talking about. And then I'll put it in the tier list, and we'll like go on through all the classes, right? So it should work. So the first one we're going to look at is going to be Hero, right? Now Hero gets Raging Blow as their mastery, and then they get Spirit Caliber or Soul Caliber, depending on what the translation is. But I think it's an alright origin skill, the big like sword going up and then like slash down. It's kind of cool, but it's just kind of bland. You know what I mean? It's just like a sword. So Hero's like kind of mid for me, IMO personally. Following that, we have Dark Knight, right? Now Dark Knight is really, really cool. The like jump up and then the phew, and like throw the spear down. Dark Knight's like a solid A tier, solid A tier. I am a big fan of the Dark Knight one. And then we have Paladin. Now the Paladin one, it's got the big like sort of guardian dude. He slams down his hammer. This like golden hole like pops up in the background, dude. Paladin's kind of cool, but it's the same thing as Hero, right? It's just kind of bland. You know, it's cool, but like Dark Knight is obviously better, right? That's just like the way I see it. Following on from those, we have... I know I've got Pathfinder here, but I have like a video of all the ones just so I have like a reference on the side. So after that, we have Fire Poison. The Fire Poison one is like... I don't know, it's alright. You've got like the green like snakes and then like Ifrit, and he like smashes the floor, the big like fire demon, right? Fire Poison's kind of cool. But I don't know, it's not for me. I have like a bias against mages, right? I'm not really a fan of mages. But speaking of being a fan of mages, dude, the Ice Lightning one, solid A tier, dude. Frozen Orb, or whatever it's called. When it changes the background, dude, to this big, like, crazy fancy, like, lightning, like, hyperspeed, like, traveling thing, dude, it's crazy. I really, really like the Ice Lightning one. Ice Lightning one is very cool. And then we have Bishop. Bishop, I forget what it's called. Holy Advent, yeah, like, opens a door, and there's, like, a big goddess and a bunch of, like, angels, like, at the side and stuff. It looks really cool. I do like the Bishop one. Bishop one's a B tier for me. I actually like it more than the Heroes, for sure. And then after that, we have BOWMASTER. The BOWMASTER one's pretty cool. It's got that big, like, shoot up in the sky. And then, like, arrows rain down every now and then. But it's just kind of boring. Now, it gets bonus points because it has the character show up in the cutscene, right? And some of them don't. So BOWMASTER gets a C. If it didn't have the character, it would be a solid, like, D from me. IMO. It's just kind of underwhelming compared to some of the other ones. Now, Marksman, on the other hand, Marksman's like an S. Marksman's like an S, dude. Visually, for me, I think the Marksman one is so cool. They're like taking the like aim scope on the crossbow, and then it like woo, bow, 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 you know what I mean? I really like the Marksman one. The Marksman one is really, really cool. I really like that. But speaking of things that I like and don't like, I'm really not a fan of the Pathfinder one. I was like very, very big like Pathfinder main, and I'm really disappointed with the origin skill. The origin skill could have been really cool. There's those like pink bars that show up at like the top and bottom of the screen, which is like kind of unique, right? But I don't know. There's just something about the PF origin that just like really doesn't strike me. Following on from that, like, the Night Lord one, just D tier. Just D tier. It's like a big, like, rip-off of Omen, and then, like, the pizza slicers, like, fly in, dude. I think damage-wise, this one's actually kind of good, is what a few people have been saying. But just, like, visually, I really don't like it. And then after that, we have Shadower. The Shadower one, also an S tier. Shadower one is really, really cool. I really, really like the Shadower one, with the big, like, ink wash kind of style. And then after Shadower, we have Dual Blade. Dual Blade is another S. They're like Asura, like war god, or whatever Asura is, I don't know. Asura is really, really cool. I really, really like Asura. And then... We have the Buccaneer one. Buccaneer, also D. They pop that origin skill, it like zooms in on like Neptunus or like whatever this serpent is, the sea serpent, and then they just get the big like dragon attacks, right? I don't know. Like, you'll see it later, right? But when we compare Buccaneer and TB, right? Buccaneer is definitely like worse. Following on from Buck, we have the Corsair. Now, I really like the Corsair one. They do the like throw their arm out and then all the ships and stuff come. Corsair is like an A for me. Cannoneer is like a B. Cannoneer is just kind of like, you know, it's kind of cool. They do like the big like, oh, big missile, big like explosion, big pow pow pow. Like, it's kind of cool, but I don't know, it's just kind of mid. And then after those, we now have the Cygnus Knights, right? The first one that we're going to look at is going to be MIHILE. Now, I'm a big fan of the I'm a big fan of the MIHILE one. The MIHILE one is an S, and it's like in front of all of these for sure. Because they jump down and bang, like smash the sword into the floor, dude. I really like this one. Big fan. And then following on from MIHILE, we have Dawn Warrior. Of course, Dawn Warrior is like instant S. Like, it's not even a question. Like, if you need to ask that, like, who are you? The Dawn Warrior one is really cool. I'm a very big fan of it. Astral Blitz. Very big fan. Of course, I'm super biased because I'm also like a Dawn Warrior main as well, right? So I just like want my class to be good. But I really like the Dawn Warrior one. We then also have the Blaze Wizard one. The Blaze Wizard's an A, surprisingly. I really like the like big phoenix that dives in, and then it also sticks around in the map and like does some cool stuff. We then have Wind Archer. So there was two versions of the Wind Archer one, right? There was one where they didn't have this little like fairy girl, and then one with. The fairy is like a good addition. It looks cool. I don't know. It's just like green. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool, I guess. But it's not for me. Now the Nightwalker one. I was gonna say Shadow Walker. The Nightwalker one is actually like an A, I didn't realize how cool this one is, right? But with all the bats and stuff, it's very cool. And then after Nightwalker, we have TB. Now remember, Buccaneer is a D, and TB is like TB. Oh, my music stopped. Oh, I'm lagging. There we go. Remember, Buccaneer was a D. TB is like a solid A. Comparing the two, like, water brawling pirates, like, the TB one is way better. And it's, like, not even close. The TB one just looks so cool, where they, like, charge up the face, stamp the foot, and then, like, wow! Like, shoot up through, like, the whirlpools and stuff, dude. It looks really good. The ARAN one, I don't know. ARAN one's kind of mid, IMO. They, like, throw Maha. He does, like, big damage, like, freezes a mountain. It's kind of cool, but I really wish they would have had ARAN in the animation, right? A lot of these ones where they don't have the characters in the animation, I just like, they kind of lose points. It's like the Evan one, right? The Evan one, you get Mir. Mir, like, flies up into the sky and then, like, shoots down a bunch of, like, celestial stars and, like, debris. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, I want to see Evan, you know? I want to see my character. Luminous. Also, I know it's got, like, the light execution or whatever it's called. It goes with that whole theme of, like, equilibrium and light and darkness. But it's really not for me. On the other hand, of the heroes, Mercedes is, like, an A. Probably higher than, probably higher than Ice Lightning. I really like the Serendiers and stuff. I really like the Mercedes one. It's very cool. And then after that, we have Phantom. Now, Phantom gets points because it has the character model in it. And then there's a version of, like, you know, the, like, skill issue memes. There's a version of it where he, like, cuts a credit card instead of, like, a gambling card, which is kind of funny. So Phantom's, like, a solid mid-B. And then we have Unwal, or Shade. And Shade's a D. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just the whole Fox God, like, I don't know what it's called. Fox God Blessing, goodness knows. But it's just not that interesting, you know. On the other hand, of interesting, the Blaster one is fantastic, dude. My music's like cut out again. I don't know. Am I bugging or something, dude? I am, yeah. It's like lagging, bro. what if I change the quality of the music, like, down? Maybe it'll load faster. Lol. But yeah, the blaster one is really, really good. The blaster's an A. Blaster's like a mid-tier A. I really like blaster. The battle mage one? Where do I want to put battle mage? Because it has that, like, black mage with, like, the big scythe, and then he, like, slices down, like, the Grim Reaper kind of thing. It looks really cool. High B? High B? Anyone high B? Yeah, high B. High B. Loses points because there's no, like, battle mage character model in it. But, you know, you can't win them all, I guess. Can't win them all. After that, we have Wild Hunter. The Wild Hunter one is, it's kind of cool. It's like the panther, like, roars on, like, Pride Rock, you know, from, like, Lion King. But that's like a C. That's like if I'm putting Fire Poison in C, then Wild Hunter has to go in C. You know what I mean? We then have Xenon. Xenon's a really, really cool one. The Gundam. Xenon's an A for me. I really, really like the Xenon one. Apparently you can, like, fly around in it as well, which is crazy, dude. Crazy. Yeah, the whole Gundam transformation. You get all the big, like, lasers, like, shooting off and stuff, man. It looks really, really cool. I really like the Xenon one. And then Mechanic. I don't know. Mechanic is like, what, the big, like, energy core reactor, all the bombs come down to the ground, bang, bang, bang. I mean, it's also a D. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's kind of cool, but it's like, it's really not for me. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Again, it loses a lot of points for not having the character. Again, D, the Demon Slayer one, dude. As cool as it is, you get that, like, DS, like, they, like, ooh, look at the camera, like, angrily, the background changes, and then that giant mace, like, comes down and smashes. It's just kind of bland, you know? Like, especially if I compare that to, like, ARAN, right? It's like ARAN, but it's just, like, not as good. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just not a fan of the DS one. Now, DA, in comparison, DA is an S. Like, no questions asked. The whole, like, sword graveyard thing, and then the big blade in the background, and then they pop it and, like, do, like, a massive, like, blood explosion, dude. The DA one is really, really cool. What's it called? Requiem? Like, that's such a sick name as well, dude. The DA one is really, really cool. But then moving into the Nova characters, we have Kaiser. Kaiser's like a B. Kaiser's like a B. I do like it. It shows, like, the Pantheon Hall, and then, like, the Kaiser slashing, like, the screen in half. It is cool. But I don't. Is it better than Xenon? No. Is it better than Blaze Wizard? No. Is it better than? You see what I mean? Like, Kaiser's like a high B. High B. High B. Kaiser is cool though. It is cool, but it's like middle of the pack. Kaine does giga damage, right? Giga damage. And it also changes the background to have the, like, big Thanatos, like, Death Dragon. I'll put Kaine in A. I'll put Kaine in A. Because I like the background change. And the animation is super short, so you can get big damage off, right? After that, we have Cadena. I've always said Cadena. I like the Cadena one. Cadena one's very mid, very mid. Not too bad. You get points for having the character in the screen, and then, like, emphasizes all their skills of, like, movement, all the chains, big explosions. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I do like Cadena. We then have a little A bubble, Angelic Buster, Star Bubble, Pinku Bubble. It's like an A tier. It's A tier. AB's like A tier for sure. I do like the AB one. It's very AB, you know? It's very, like, class. Like, when you look at that one, you think, oh yeah, that's AB, like, instantly, like, you know. It's very cool. It's very cool. We then have Zero. Zero is an S. Where is Zero on my list? Zero is an S. Zero is like a high S. It's very anime. It's very weeb. You know, but they do that, like, look at each other and then, like, dash at each other. I like the Zero one. The Zero one's cool. It's very my style, you know. Like, if I was a Zero main, I'd be happy with that. That looks really, really cool. We've then got Kinesis, another cool one. Very, again, very, like, anime, like, techno-futuristic style. Kinesis, like, grabs the screen, like, destroys an entire city, dude. Like, it looks really interesting. That's like an A. That's like a middle A. Better than Ice Lightning. Yeah. It's like a middle A for Kinesis. We then go into the Flora characters. We've got Adele. Adele is an S. No, Adele's a high A. Like, higher than Dark Knight? Yeah, probably. I like Adele. The whole, like, Senbon Sakura, like, Kageyoshi, you know? Weeb stuff. I like it, though. Like, what's it? Maestro is the current name. Like, 1,000,000 swords and stuff. It looks really cool. I really like that one. We then have ILLIUM. I'm not really a fan of the ILLIUM one. ILLIUM's like a B for me. It goes with the theme of ILLIUM, with all the, like, techno crystals and all the cool stuff. And then you get that, like, screen-wide crystal that you can, like, proc all of your different skills off. It looks really cool, but it's not my style. It's the same with the KHALI one, right? The KHALI one is just kind of boring. She throws the chakram, like, does a big, like, sand explosion, and then she's, like, looking away from the explosion when it happens. I mean, I guess at least her character is in it, right? She's a B as well. KHALI's a B as well. Following on with that, we have an Arc. I'm going to put Arc in A, purely because of the, like, spectre in the background, right, of the whole transformation. I think it looks really cool. Arc is very much, like, kind of edgy, kind of my style. I like it, right? And for the lore Andes, right, having the spectre in the background, like, trying to grasp hold of Arc is, like, very cool. Very, very cool. I do like the Arc one. We then have the goat of grinding, everyone's favorite girl, Lara. I don't know, the Lara one, it's, like, alright, you know? It's very long, first of all. But it's just, like, the animation is kind of like, why? It's just, like, a grassy field, and then, like, a cute, lovely, like, ooh, flower explosion. It's a D. It's a D, unfortunately. We then have Ho-Young, again with Ho-Young. I don't really like the Ho-Young one either. Maybe I have, like, an awful bias against, like, anime characters, dude. But they changed the background. A bunch of grumpy dudes, like, look at the boss, and then you, like, rise a mountain into, like, the heavens, right? It like, symbolically, I guess, it looks cool, but I don't know, it's really not my style. It's really not my style. And then we have the two new ones, right, that we got announced recently. We have the Sengoku characters. We have Hayato. Hayato's a straight S. Hayato's a straight S. Like, there's no cap. No cap for real, on God. No cap, no cap. I really like the Hayato one, dude. I was originally hyperburning a Hayato, and after we've seen this, I am so happy that I picked Hayato to prepare and burn, because the Hayato one just looks so cool, man. It looks so cool. I'm a very, very big fan of the Hayato origin. Not only does it change the background, it also is a 2-part cutscene, and it's just, like, very anime. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. We then have the Kana one. I really like the Kana one as well. The, like, what's his name? Haku, like, turning into, like, a giant, like, Ninetales. It then gives Kana, like, golden Ninetales on top. And then there's a second part, like, big laser beam, dude. I do like that. Is it better than Adele? No, it's better than Blaster. It's better than Blaster. Yeah. And yeah, there we go. We then have 2 extra classes. You see, Jet doesn't exist. And Beast Tamer, like, we don't know what's going on with Beast Tamer currently. We'll get more information at some point in the future. But yeah, that's my tier list of the MapleStory New Age release origin skills. Yeah, so thanks for watching. It's like an 18-minute video, dude. Oh my god. I'm quickly just going to say thanks to my my YouTube channel members. Thank you very much, Dimas. Thank you, Cheese Dog. Thank you, Jenkins. Thank you, Willia. Thank you, Particle. Thank you, Barber Gaming. Thank you, Sir Otter. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Roland Kukler. Thank you, Mookhouse. And thanks to you for watching. If you want to see me do any other, like, meme tier lists or something, drop a comment and let me know if there's any that you want to see, because I'm up to make these. You know, it's easy content, dude. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you think my opinions are silly, or if you want to, like, disagree or think something should be higher, lower, let me know. And yeah, see you in the next video. Pog crazy.